Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Kyle Brauch again.
Yeah, you know what? 2 weeks in a row? 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
we fucking weeks. You know what?
We literally talked about this last week. We said we were gonna have him on for 2 weeks.
Nope. I think I'm out.
Well, I was just trying to help.
What are we doing here? What are we even doing with the show anymore?
This is the last episode of the year, Scott. You're not gonna fucking bail on me now.
Yeah, you know what? See you in
Why is he hard to
2019.
hear?
What am I gonna do with this guy?
I'll see him in 2019.
Well, I'm just trying to help the show.
On.
He's just trying to help. We asked him to be
Did
on
he
for
see
2
Split
weeks.
I'll see him in 2019.
Wait, is he leaving now?
More fuck.
He's fucking literally leaving. He's
Yeah.
gonna leave me to
Are
do
you
this whole
serious?
thing. Yeah.
He's leaving.
One boot.
He's eventually going to leave. He's trying to leave.
One boot. They're tight. They're made for kids.
Okay, well, he's got his child boots on. I don't know why he didn't upgrade to adult boots.
Wait, is he having a temper tantrum while trying to put his boots on?
Well, he's just explaining his boot putting on process to me for some reason. I don't even know why he's not leaving.
I don't understand why he's leaving to begin with.
Computer.
I don't either. He likes you. We literally said last week we were going to go out.
I forgot my computer.
I mean,
Okay,
I thought last week went well.
Cool. Yeah, no, last week was great. And at the end of it, we're like, yeah, we're going to do this again. And it's literally 5 minutes later.
I was like, Scott, all right, man, cool, man.
These are my gloves.
Oh, well, he's got his... He's missing
They
his
were
gloves.
on the floor.
Now he sounds
I
closer.
know
Is
where
he
they were.
back?
Yeah, we came back to get his gloves. Yeah, he
Oh
dropped
my
his
God.
gloves and he forgot his gloves.
We're gonna go
Well,
home,
if he's back, he may as well stay. No.
No, Scott, you're not going to stay?
Do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, you hate me.
No, what are you talking about? I'm here. I'm ready for you to...
He didn't even finish the countdown.
10, 9, 8, you hate me. I don't know, like, where's the 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Go to your basement and find your boy.
Now he's all quiet again.
Yeah,
Is he back with his boots?
He's trying to put his boots on again. He had to take his boots
my
on so he could
God.
come get his gloves. Now he's putting
Did
his
he
boots on.
get the boots on?
One.
Jesus Christ.
Tight. I'm putting my boot on, but it's tight.
Oh, he's got his boot on now. One boot.
Two.
Just one.
Scott, at this point, I'm just going to ask you to leave. I actually don't want you here anymore. This is getting really,
we both seem like we want him to stay.
Before these boots, your entryway's cold.
It is very cold. You're standing in front of the door.
I'm leaving.
You left the door open.
Happy 2019, everybody.
I can hear
Get
wind
lost.
rushing into the room.
Oh, yeah. It is like in the single digits right here. So it is fucking really cold.
Is he just standing at your door
lost.
yelling at you?
Yeah, now he just wanted to come back and do his catchphrase, get lost, even though we're fucking 90 minutes from the end of the episode.
See you in 2019, everyone. Get lost.
Well, that's Scott, everybody.
Bye, Scott.
All right. Well, that's Scott leaving for 2018. I guess he just wasn't a big fan of. I thought the last episode went pretty well.
I thought. Oh my God.
Well, unlock it and leave, dude. You know how
I'm
to.
on the inside. That's not how they work.
Wow.
It is. You need to lock a door from the inside out. Just fucking go, dude.
Now it won't close.
Open it first.
He's really
close
having a hard time.
It's not going to close if it's already closed. You got to open it first.
Is he usually
Now
like
what?
this?
Yes, all the time. This is what it takes for him to leave every time he's at my
Jerry
house.
opened it.
No, this is literally every time we do a
The door.
podcast.
What do I
Did he
do
just
now?
say he
It's
opened
open.
it? I thought it
Leave and
has
then
been
close
open.
it.
That's been the gushing.
No, leave and then close
I
it.
closed it. How?
It sounds like the
Fucking
opening to the Thing in that room.
Just for the fucking fuck's sake, just go.
Which door?
It's like
The one you
near
just opened and
blizzard
closed.
I
condition
can't
wind.
leave through it when it's closed.
I can't even hear him.
How about this? Let's just pretend he's not here. Okay, let's just move on with the show, and maybe he'll.
He's got to get that door closed. I can't even hear you.
Yep. Well, I think he just closed it, so we're good. Oh. Nope. All right. Well, we're gonna move on into 10 questions, which is where we left off last time around.
Hey, everybody.
Oh shit.
Oh my
haven't
God!
really
How
left.
did he get back?
I think I'm going to leave at some point here. I'm just letting everyone know I love you. Thank you for listening to our show. It's been a very merry 244 episodes.
Yep. And a great 2018.
This is actually part 2. 245
245,
episodes.
245, and 2018, baby.
Have a happy 2018. Have a very joyous 2019. I hope you enjoyed Kyle Brauch. In fact, you know what?
You're gonna still enjoy him.
You know what? I hope you like him better than me. He might be your new guest host from now on. Maybe I never.
It's jealousy. That's what it is.
Maybe I never come back.
That's what it is. It's jealousy.
I wonder if it is.
Oh, I'm not putting my cans
Is this
on.
coming
I'm not
from
even
like
listening to his
jealousy?
bullshit.
Because Scott,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take your
look at
place.
him, look at his lips
I've got my
move.
own show.
He's a voice actor
just-
and no voice for me.
He's saying,
I'm just here to-
Kyle, he's saying, Scott, I'm not trying to take your place. I've got my own podcast. That's what he's saying. He's not putting his headphones on out of.
and I
spite.
mean, I'm
not
happy
putting
to be a
these
guest
on.
anytime.
Nope, not
I'm
doing
happy
it.
to be
we're
a guest
welcome as
anytime,
guests.
but I'm not.
On
I'm
his
not trying to
podcast?
usurp his throne.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and that he will be a guest anytime on ours, and we could be a guest anytime on his.
Maybe I could replace
Absolutely.
Mike on his show like Kyle replaced me on my show.
You know what? Let's fucking work with it.
2019, get lost!
Is he going to storm out again, or is he in a better mood?
If storming out means he takes 20 minutes to put on his child boots, then yeah, I guess he's gonna try. He's gonna.
Well,
give
he
it a
got
shot.
both boots on, from what I understand, right?
Really tight again.
Why did you take them off, dude? For fucking
my God.
fuck's sake! All right,
He took them off. He took them off
to walk 2 feet into the door to talking to the microphone.
But he never got outside. Why did he take them off? They weren't even wet.
No, he just left the door open.
I'm wearing one of them right now.
And he's
I
back again.
hobbled in on a sock.
Oh, yep.
I left a
He's
puddle with my
back
other
again.
foot. I don't even know why I left one on. Puddles happen with 2 feet.
Scott, just I love.
I
you,
think
man,
he left the
but-
door open again, didn't he? I hear the wind.
Yeah, no, there's a vortex coming through here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it sounds like the opening of The Thing when they're chasing that husky in the helicopter.
Yeah. Oh, Scott can't hear us. We're just he has no idea what we're talking about. The opening of The Thing. He says it sounds like because you left the door open, and it sounds like there's a vortex coming through here, like the opening of The Thing. They're chasing the husky.
Oh, nice. Get lost.
Yo, seriously, get lost.
See you, Jared.
Bye, Scott. Well, hey, now I think we're alone now. So Scott had to take off for holiday reasons. He's got a holiday wife and all that kind of stuff, and he's got to do his holiday cheer stuff. So
Listen,
all you
the
listeners out
holidays
there,
are nuts, man.
I hope you all realize that we're still bringing this one to you with our good friend Kyle Brauch. Kyle
Absolutely.
D. Brauch from born in 1981 from Tarrenton, Pennsylvania. Annual income under $10,000 a year. Purchase
Under nine.
Oh, it's gone down since last week, which is actually
last
only
week,
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the fluctuation.
The market value of your house, according to online, said $72. I think I hope it was missing a K. It was supposed to be 70,000.
When you type my address into Zillow, it just 404s.
Really, it's just like we can't even let you look at that shit.
They don't. It just breaks their website. Like you get like the 503 server error.
It's
when
like
you type in my address.
It's like that like divide by zero error that you get like in mathematics, where they're just like, we
Right.
can't do that. That's not allowed.
It's not possible.
Yeah, nobody should live here. This is beyond like you would be better off a fucking homeless person right now. Like which is funny because you've got like all this nice gear, but you're in a $72 house. So congrats on making the best of your minimalism for sure.
And it depreciates daily, but hey, man, that's
By
life.
$1,000, clearly. Yeah.
It's $1,000. Yeah, it's a steep rate, man. What are you gonna do?
It's, hey, man. Usually you try to build equity when you buy a home. You're just like, you know what? Let me just buy this fucking slum. You're like, no, you shouldn't do this. Your slumlord saying it will depreciate by $1,000 a day. You're like, I need it. I fucking need it.
I'm going to do up one room so I can make money, and the rest of the house will just be an asbestos nightmare.
Oh, and it just collapse into fucking just atrophy be beneath your fingertips.
Gooey, mushy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rafters are nothing but just soft goop at this point.
And that's why, according to MyLife.com, you are now single. Because you used to be married, but apparently her sewing room or whatever is now atrophying beneath her fingertips. Because
my lifestyle ways have driven her far away from my arms.
All $72 of your purchase value went into that room that you're at right now. Anyway, so we're gonna move into the 10 questions that we promised everybody last week.
Let's do it.
All right, so usually we go back and forth, me and Scott. Scott left in a in a tiff.
In a tiffy tiff.
A huffy
puff.
huffy puff, if you will. So this is going to be all me.
Tinky winky.
It's just going to be all me here. All right. So some of these were actually written in and supposed to be asked by Scott. So I don't necessarily know the tone he wanted me to ask them in or why he.
You could just. I mean, you guys have a long relationship with one another. You could try and deliver it in his cadence.
Yeah. If any character in it, no. Sorry, Scott. No. I'm just gonna read them out. That's fine.
No, okay. God forbid. I would not want anybody to like try and do an impression of my voice. It would crack me up, but I wouldn't want to hear it. Nobody likes the sound of their own voice, which is weird because
but you're a voice actor guy, and so you do voice.
I know,
stuff,
and that's the industry I'm in.
Voice. It sounds like a good voice. If somebody did like I tried to do one earlier when Scott was like, oh, try to do it in his voice, and I tried to, and you're like, who the fuck is that? Huh. and that's the question that took you the longest. Was that one where you're like, I don't know, because I was like, well, this is how we do, like blah blah blah.
And that's why I prefer when I get the chance to do fun character work, because it gets you out of your element and you get to have fun and play around.
Play crazy, go crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just get to go.
No! Let's do the rest of the show. Oh, we lost all of our listeners. I'm looking at we're not even going to do this live, but I'm actually looking into the future crystal ball, and we have lost every listener. We have Scott.
Yeah,
are you still there?
No, peaked.
Scott. Oh, wow, we have really fucked this one up.
I overmodulated the hell out of me too.
Oh goodness. All right. So question number one: if any character in animation should be accused in the Me Too movement, who should it be? Who do we have out there for pervert? Animated characters that have not been Me Too'd yet?
Well, the obvious boring vanilla answer to that is Pepe Le Pew. There's been too many jokes about that.
That's classic. Be like, oh, it was a different.
That's too covered.
It was a different time. Yeah.
Let's try and dig deeper here, and let's see who should really be Me Too'd. Has Howard the Duck been brought up?
I mean, you're the only one that's been asked this question. So, no.
I haven't really heard any.
You mean has he been? No, have people?
Has there been any viral uproar?
No, because nobody knows what
protest?
Howard the Duck is outside of some little Guardian. No,
the original '80s Howard the Duck.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know that. I'm saying
the culture we live in. All we do is go in the past and dig up something that was offensive now, and then hold everybody accountable.
Scott and I talked about the "Baby It's Cold Outside" song, which happened in the '50s, which was written by a wife and husband team, and the wife, who's not dead yet, was like. No, I helped write that song. It has nothing to do with what you guys think it means. And they're like, yes, it does. Fuck you. We're not allowed to play it anymore. And they're like, all right, sure. First of all, even if it did, it was fucking written in the 50s. Just fucking, you have no historical context?
I think it was even earlier, because Brandon, the drummer on my band,
I'm saying,
who I work with,
became well known in the 50s, probably 40s, yeah.
He made a post where he was saying something about all the offense everybody's taking to it, and he was like, so you're trying to tell me that Grandpappy went took a time machine into the future 70 years before Rufinol and Roofies and all those sort of things were invented.
Spanish Fly, which was that was the 70s shit. Yeah.
Picked up medication, went back into time into the 30s, 40s, 50s, whenever that was written.
She was talking about having spiked eggnog. Alcohol was the drug in the drink. And she was like, I don't know what's in this drink. It was a fucking alcohol.
And like you mentioned, it was a husband and wife team. So as far as I'm concerned, those lyrics are consensual.
And the wife who helped write them is like, why are you guys going fucking crazy? I'm a woman and I wrote these with my husband. Also, it's not necessarily gender specific. It usually the male role has been the one, but there have been times where it's been reversed. And I'm sure if that was the one that was being played, maybe it would hopefully still be as much of a problem if people are going to have a problem with it. But anyway, people will go back and they'll find some things. And I'm not saying, people need to not brush this stuff under the rug, but Howard the Duck might need to get Me Too.
the lines,
That rapey motherfucker.
the lines in Baby It's Cold Outside that are
was just
considered
ridiculous.
now
Yes.
upsetting, like in the tiniest pinhole, I can kind of see what they mean, but I don't see any validity behind it.
Yeah. Well, especially
But
when the people who wrote
it's
it are
more-
like, it's not what it means. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like
that
when you
immediately
are
disqualifies it.
Yes.
But like that aside, like the lyrical content, when you listen to it, she's just being a little stubborn, and like
Yes.
the whole coy back and forth games that we play in relationships. Like, don't tell me that isn't like a real way things go. Like, it's a little back and forth. She's playing hard to get. He's trying a little too
and
hard.
You move a little bit further, then you bump, you take yourself away. And again, not saying go ahead and roofie some people, because that's not what the song's about. Yeah,
but it's not what it's about.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's just hey,
So-
come on, stay the night, and let's see where things fucking end up.
Hey, wait! I don't even know what's in this drink. Maybe a little alcohol, maybe a little rubbing alcohol. I don't know. You know what's a creepy
Maybe,
song?
maybe
is
the
the
end of the
song that
night, I slide your panties down, take a look at your cooter.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, maybe take a look at that pussy a little bit, huh? Why don't you show that pussy? Man?
You probably like it. I would.
Hey, that would be bad if that was the song. First of all, that's a
Right.
terrible song.
Yeah.
But
right, if it was, do you want to take your panties off tonight?
Yeah,
then I get the offense.
I'll make it fucking happen. Like that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. I would be like, you know what? You're right. We should not be
Well, I want you to
blaring that out.
stay, but I don't want to stay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you stay. Please don't make me stay. You're gonna fucking stay. Okay, then all right.
Yeah, you know what? Let's not play that in the mall for the kids to listen to. Let's not do that.
Because baby,
it's cold outside,
baby,
different
you're chained tonight. Yeah, I mean, then we can make it darker. But yeah, Howard the Duck. I'm gonna say he was pretty Me Too. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I haven't
but
seen the movie in a long time. That was directed by Ron Howard, if I believe, right?
Bizarrely enough, I think you're right.
I believe I'm right.
I know it was a total
wait a
flop.
minute. I don't think. Actually, hold on. I don't think I'm right. I'm thinking of that because his name is Howard. I don't think I'm right.
Oh. Yeah, Howard the Duck. Wait, who did do Howard the Duck then?
I'm literally thinking that. I think I've thought my whole life it was directed by Ron Howard because Ron Howard's name is Ron Howard, and it's Howard the Duck. It wasn't until just now that I was like, no, Ron Howard would not direct that movie. That was not him. I just found something out in my life. Okay.
Those voiceovers in Arrested Development, he actually has a beak.
No,
you wouldn't believe it.
It was definitely not him. It was Willard Hoyk. It was
Willard Hoyk. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely not. No, I said Ron Howard because the name Howard is in Howard the Duck, and I just learned something now that I had believed to my core since I was fucking 6 when that movie came out. All right, so we've got to get away from that question because that has brought up a whole lot of crazy things.
Sure, yeah.
All right, number two is easy here. Roth or Hagar? Is it not that?
Roth.
Of course,
Roth.
yes. Right, yeah. And
yeah.
Roth.
Hagar was their most commercially successful years, but
how can you not love the Roth, especially for what he went on and attempted to do later that we're not going to get into right now. But there is some Roth shit brewing between the MacTac and Lost at Home and other teams that is going to be fucking amazing. That we're not going to get into. But
I'm happy not to spoil it, but
don't want to
insinuate that there is something very DLR in the future.
Yes.
But Roth by a mile.
All right. What's the favorite impression that you do? And actually, let me just ask that. What's the favorite impression that you do? I don't know like how many impressions you do. But what's the favorite that you at least attempt to do?
Favorite impression.
Yeah. So like a celebrity impression, character impression, something like that.
I have a really good French Stewart impression that I do, but it works better visually.
Yeah, okay. Because you gotta like do the squinting eyes thing and all that or whatever.
Yeah, I can do the voice and like what he does, but it's a lot of the squinting and the puffing of the cheeks. Like we're on Skype, so I'll do it for you right now. It won't be as good. Well, it is more of a visual thing. But
with that said, this is Scott's question. He wants you to use that impression to say the sentence.
Oh, perfect.
Mr. Trump, I love your small penis. It fits perfectly in my small mouth.
All right. Because I have a short-term memory of the goldfish that is floating toward the top of the bowl.
Yep.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump.
Hold on, let me get a text document open. Of course, I'm opening the wrong things.
Yeah.
But I did open the DLR
that's
thing.
A tux
that
document.
was some nice.
The DLR thing. That's secret.
That was some nice. What do you call it? Would that be Idian? I guess. All right. So that was what, Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump, I love your small penis.
I love your small penis. Okay.
It fits perfectly in my small mouth. This is from Scott.
In my small mouth.
Now say that in your favorite impression, or just any impression.
Okay, I'm going to do that as French Stewart, as I believe his name is Harry in Third Rock from the Sun.
I assumed you were talking Third Rock. That's what he's best known for.
Yeah. It's specific to that one because he's been in a lot of things. Yep. But all right, here we go. And again, this is visual, so Jer, if you want to get the most out of it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch, and you guys out there, just assume my reactions are correct, yes.
All right, here we go. Mr. Trump, I love your small penis. It fits perfectly in my small mouth.
That was fucking great. First of all,
I've had better. I haven't done it in a long time.
First of all, just the voice alone, I would say, like, if somebody's like, "Oh, this is French Stewart," they would totally be able to believe that. But then the visuals, absolutely on top of it. That's unquestionable. I'm gonna give you that.
It is definitely more of a visual thing.
Because it is the squinty eyes and the hands for some reason always elevated. I totally get it.
Yeah. Because like when he would get an incoming message from the big giant head and.
Yeah,
and then puff out, and I'm a little rusty. If you ever have me back on the show, I promise I'll work on it, and I'll give you a 2.0.
No, you're the new co-host. Scott's gone.
Okay,
yeah. Remember, you fucking replaced
him. This is
done
deal.
Oh, done deal. Yeah, he
the website has changed.
Wasn't even in my head till he stormed out and like put it in there. I'm like, wait a minute, yeah, you're right. Fucking Kyle's a way better
left your door open for 25 minutes.
And actually it's still open. I just haven't gotten up there. It's
I can see. Yeah. There's a mound of snow.
There's a lot of snow coming through.
In what I assume is your walkway.
It used to be,
but that's definitely interior. But you're screwed. You got to shovel that.
I may not survive the rest of this episode, but I'm going to survive until this next question. You know how to play Fuck, Marry, Kill? Of course.
I do.
Of course. I give you Fuck, Marry, Kill. I'll give you 3 names. You got to say who you want to fuck, who you want to marry, who you want to kill.
Great.
We made this one very personal. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Jeremiah Johnson.
Ooh.
Scott Bear.
Ooh.
Mike from MacTac.
Oh man. Fuck.
And here's the thing is, there was originally going to be 2 of us staring you in the eye, so you had to be a little bit. Now there's only one of us you have to really worry about.
I had the pressure. Which one am I going to pick? You got to give me
one of the go. You're like, I'd love to fuck or marry you, but like you get to kill other. I mean, I'm guessing maybe you just want to kill me. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to answer your question for you. Fuck, marry, kill.
All right. Well, because I have a decade plus relationship with Mike, I guess I'm marrying him.
You gotta do that. Yeah.
You're in the room and did not storm off in a tantrum, so guess what? You're getting fucked.
My holes are here, baby.
And by means of default, Scott unfortunately, you were my kill. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have left. You know, maybe things would be different.
That's true.
Maybe
it would have been more of a coin flip between the fuck and the kill between the 2 of us. I figured you'd probably marry Mike anyway because you got to marry a friend, right? You're a good friend.
I'm gonna be honest. Between you and I, because he's not here, it was a pretty no-brainer for fuck with you. So yeah. So I mean, he didn't have much competition, but it wouldn't have hurt his chances if he was there. He should have been there.
I'm beefcaked out right now. It's all good. Yeah, and I'm all lubed up too. Like I came to the fucking party with this question in mind. I was like greased.
The more gorilla wax, the better.
Number 5, If Santa said you were on his naughty list, what do you think he saw you do this year that would have landed you there? This is a Scott question. So
this is a good question.
Yeah, what landed you on Santa's naughty list this year?
What landed me on?
And it's got to be genuine. You can't be lying.
Okay.
Santa
all right.
will see
I have one.
You can totally lie. I won't know.
No, I will give you a true story.
Okay, I'd like it.
And this happened recently. I was in a rush. I went to the grocery store and like one of those multi-grocery stores where, it's like a department store and grocery.
Yes, yeah.
So I picked up a bunch of shit, like food items, clothing items, all at once.
Yeah.
Tent, some barbells.
It's like the super Walmarts they've got that have like...
That sort of thing.
Yeah, gotcha,
So I'm in a rush. It's already a bad fucking day. I am just like speeding to the store. I have so much that I have to pick up. I'm annoyed. I filled up my cart. I had shit brimming up. I'm in line. The person in front of me, of course, is paying with a check at the end of 2018. And, it takes 14 fucking hours for a check to run. And then the people behind me are so close to me, I can smell their asshole sweat.
Yep.
So,
which is a plus.
I'm just like standing in line, waiting, seething, like, oh my God, can we please get on with this? We get to checkout. I unload all the shit that's on my cart onto the belt. We check out really quick. Excuse me. And I leave, go to the car, and I realized that I had a pair of Adidas workout shoes and a pair of snow boots that were in the bottom of my cart that were not rung up. And I didn't go back inside. I didn't mean to do it, but I had parked all the way in the back of the parking lot. I was in such a fucking rush. It was one of those things where I was like, you know what? At that
point, it doesn't count as shoplifting. That's them just like, that's a free gift with a purchase.
They have those little mirrors so they can check the bottom of your cart at every single checkout line. So it was an oversight on her part too. I'm not totally at fault here. And, it was just one of those things where it was like, you know what? I got to go. I'm parked so far away. I'm already pissed off.
Like, what are you going to do? Just like chuck the fucking shoes like back into the building? No.
I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm taking off. Fuck it. And I left and
that's
I didn't
how
feel...
you end up on Santa's naughty list for sure.
That's how I ended up on Santa's naughty list.
You're a dirty stealer!
So, true story. And if there was something, that's...
That's the one
that I deserve. I deserve that one.
I gotta say, like,
that's a lump of coal at least.
I gotta say, like, that's a relatively like innocent, guilty story, though. I mean, like it's one of those criminal justification things where somebody's like, well, they were asking for it, kind of thing. But like,
I could have went back in,
of course. So there's still some guilt there. But compared to what a lot of other people would be like, well, I just fucking I cut my mom's head off while I was, because I was angry because she wouldn't buy me a Nintendo Switch. Like, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do, but
the thing is,
Mom, if I don't get that Nintendo Switch, some motherfucking cunt's gonna get a motherfucking cunt mother head off. That's all I'm saying. Santa Claus better come bring that Nintendo Switch down my chimney, Mom.
You know what I feel really bad about? It was the cashier was really sweet. And that's the part where I'm like, man, I wish she was a bitch. So I could have been like, fuck her anyway. Who cares?
I think so. It doesn't have anything to do with her because you did it'd be one thing if somebody rang something up and then you shortchanged them because that actually comes out of their drawer. This is just something that just disappeared from the store. It is literally no different.
This is an inventory loss
this
to
is
a
literally
corporation.
You just shoplifted. It has nothing to do with her. You are just a shoplifter. Okay, so you did not hurt her at all. Okay,
I would prefer to call it an accidental transaction walker awayer with.
Yeah, you can want to call it all you want, but old shoplifty fucking McGee just So in other words, it is sweet that you didn't want to hurt her. Don't worry, her drawer is going to come out even because she never had a chance to bring those things up. It's one thing like if then she doesn't take the right amount of money and then her drawer is $20 short. She just didn't even know you had those fucking $200 worth of items. I'm guessing $250. I'm just totally inflating this shit. But.
And now that I've fully incriminated myself,
yes.
I will absolutely not say the chain of the store.
You cannot, because this could be fictional. This is just a podcast.
I can confirm whatever store it had occurred at, there is going to be 0% bottom line loss whatsoever.
Oh,
it's a corporation that's so large, I could have done that 200,000 times over, and it would still not be making a dent.
If it's a place where you can buy like a tent, some boots, and chicken wings, it's a big fucking store. You're fine. And again, not that that criminally justifies anything necessarily. You're still a dirty piece of shit shoplifter, and you robbed a place. But at least you don't have to worry about those corporations. The people that are at the top don't have to worry about their stake. Like I used to work at a place at retail way back in the day, and you write in a very specific amount of money for dirty shit shoplifters to take all your shit away.
Sure.
And so you were a part of that, you know? You're just written into the shit equation is what you
I will say it's a corporation that has multiple locations in every single state domestically.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Again.
Like if it was a mom and pop store or like something where I would be hurting somebody personally's bottom line, I would never do. I would feel terrible for that.
If the girl at the counter, the woman at the counter, got you like gave you an extra. Like I've had that happen. Somebody have given me the wrong change back, and I've gone back in and be like, "You gave me the wrong change." Like I could have walked out
because
with
that,
10 extra
that affects
dollars,
them.
But then it hurts them. Either they're they get judged by it, or they have to put their money. Like if it's at a restaurant, they put their money back in. That affects like a person making $8 an hour.
Exactly.
It is. There are shades of criminal, and you're just like a light shade of criminal. In this one.
And not to give it
you're not
some
hurting
sort
like
of
a real human being at that point. I hate to say it. You know? Like corporations aren't people. They're not.
I'm not trying to like give it a spin as some like Robin Hood approach, but this particular company is very, very publicly known for very poor ethical standards to their own employees.
Yep.
So it.
I thought you were going to be like, I went out and I gave the shoes to a homeless man. No, you're like, no, I wore those shoes like a motherfucker.
It was
in
an
my
influence in
mansion.
my decision when I realized it in the parking lot. That's all I'll
say.
I was
like, I can walk all the way over there, or fuck it, they're mine now. Yeah.
Like if this was a purchase like from a Make-A-Wish Foundation store and I realized I'm going back in and I'm paying for it because they're not a shitty company.
Even like a locally owned and operated like franchise, even like a local franchise like a 7-Eleven where there's like an individual is going to eat that cost because it's part of a franchise. They bought into it. They're eating that cost. Fucking go back, give it back to them because they're not making a ton of money. But you're not hurting anybody.
For something that accidentally happened to a company that's well known to be just assholes.
Let's just say on purpose, you rode out with a shopping cart full of shoes, which I know is the real story.
It was just 2 pairs.
Yeah, no, let's just say you were going through the fucking line, and she's like, "That's $200." So you're like, "Fuck you, cunt!" And you just like fucking blasted through the door. Unloaded it into a fucking gravel truck and just like fucking sped off.
For what it's worth, I spent a very large amount at the register. So I did buy and purchase a large amount of merchandise.
I'm always saying, like, just go in. As long as you spend enough, you're allowed to steal a certain amount. That's the way the world works.
Is this like a golden ratio circle thing you can apply to it somehow?
It's more like a yin yang guy sucking himself off like fucking I don't know. It's one of those, yeah. So anyway, that's why Santa Claus is not bringing you any gifts this year.
Yes, or at least why I'm getting at least 2 lumps of coal.
2 lumps of coal. Yeah, which then you'll bring back and try to return without a receipt at that store. Like, I'm pretty sure I bought these and they were $200, and I'd like some store credit at least.
Well, fortunately, I tried them on before I left, so I know they fit. I don't have to return them.
That'd be embarrassing.
God, it's bad. It's bad. I feel a little bad, but not terrible bad.
Hey, we got some jokes out of it. Santa Claus is definitely got you on his naughty list, but
well, what are you gonna do?
All right, I got a number 6 here. If you could pick,
all right.
If you could pick only one alcoholic beverage to have for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Tequila.
Thank
no
you.
thought, no question. I am a tequila. That is the only liquor that I enjoy. No,
Yes.
I've been watching you drink that and being very, very jealous.
Do you have a brand or anything specifically? You're a Kia.
I'm
a tequila man too, myself, as you know.
Yeah, I'm not a super snob. Like I'm not like a connoisseur.
No,
where
this
it's
is
like
the stuff I'm drinking is. It was on sale for $27. It's
yeah. I've had that
Espolón.
Yeah, no, that stuff is delicious.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love Jimador. I love Milagro. I love Patron. I love Don Julio. I love. I'm trying to think. What's the other one that I get a lot? Shit, it's got the wood top. It's one of my favorites actually, and it's got a low price point. Like they price it at like $16.99, and you're like, it tastes like a $40 bottle. I love Hornitos.
Hornitos good, and that's Sauza, right? So with the same people. Yep.
Yeah. The 100% agave Jose's and Sauzas, those are surprisingly good.
My favorite, and it's funny because I almost felt guilty when I realized it was owned by George Clooney. My favorite is Casa de Amigos, or Amigos, right? It's a higher end stuff, but that
was the Clooney stuff.
The Clooney stuff is absolutely my favorite stuff. Like, and I just
tried that.
Oh my! I fucking love that stuff. I don't buy it that often because I can drink it like it's like seltzer water, like it's nothing. And I
just tried it.
If I buy an expensive bottle of like whiskey, like it'll last me for a while because I'm like, I don't want to touch that. If I buy an expensive bottle of tequila, like it's gone in that night.
Oh, me too.
Oh, it's nothing.
It's
me
too.
Delicious.
No.
So the
goes
Clooney,
down.
The Clooney tequila, like the top end. They have a mezcal now, which I haven't tried yet, but it's supposed to be really good.
Well, here's the thing. I think I missed the boat on trying it when I should have tried it because he sold that company for $1 billion.
Yeah, no, they pretty much bought it because they were like, we just want to have a lot of tequila at our place. And they pretty much were like, no, you're either distributing it or you have an alcohol problem. They're like, no, we're alcoholics, but let's buy this company because I'm George Clooney.
But I'm afraid they tinkered with the recipe, and I tried it. I'm going to say like within the last month. So I feel like
I haven't had it for probably close to a year now, but I would buy it by the bottle, a year in prior. But it's my favorite.
I wish I had tried it when it was still Clooney owned.
Yeah,
I know he's still behind it somewhat.
And
Maybe
they just maybe they kept the whole thing the same way, but they've got the new mezcal. I like mezcal as well.
Looping back to a previous question, which now I can't remember if it was on this week or last week's episode, when you said DLR or Hagar.
It was this week's,
I've actually never tried. I've never tried Sammy's Cabo Wabo.
Oh,
I've always wanted to.
I've tried that. That was actually one of the first tequilas I tried.
How is that?
The first top end tequilas. Excuse me.
Is it one of those ones that's a little like overrated?
It's overrated and overpriced because of the name behind it.
Yeah, sure. It always came off that way to me.
I think the same thing about Patron though. Patron's great. Like, I love Patron, but like for the price,
Patron's
I'm generally not gonna buy. I'll take a shot of Patron, but I'm usually like for the same price, I'm not necessarily gonna buy a whole bottle of Patron.
Funny enough, Patron is actually my favorite if I had to choose. Really? Like, if my wife gets me a gift, she'll get me a bottle of Patron. Or she'll get me a bottle of Don Julio. But we have a connection to that because
Don Julio,
we went on our honeymoon. We were in Cancun, and it was an all-inclusive resort, and the tequila they served was Don Julio. So, we've got that. We've got that honeymoon taste behind it.
If I recall, actually, my attachment to Don Julio has to do with like an ex-girlfriend or something. Like there was it was definitely like a female introducing me to it, so it's got this psychological hold on me where I think it's probably better than it should be. But like, I love Don Julio too.
Yeah, Don Julio is like Don Julio and Patron are the two that like my wife and I will give each other as a gift, I guess. Like a gift bottle of, like
for us.
Hey, it's your birthday. Like here's a bottle of Patron for you. Here's a bottle of Don Julio.
So we
for you.
can drink it and have some, exactly.
We're not like ultra snobs. I mean, if I had the budget and I had the means to try the $100, $200, $500, $1,000 tequilas, I'd be all over that shit.
You live in Benny's country, right? Like that's fucking.
Oh yeah. You don't have Benny's over there?
No, actually, one of my best friends is related to Benny Benyon himself. Like,
no way.
Like he goes to Chicago and just fucking gets the Benny tour like crazy.
Oh, no shit.
I haven't been. He's one of my bandmates from ages ago.
Oh wow.
We've been playing together forever. But like, yeah, so he is the Benny. But we don't have a Benny's here. No, Benny's is that region.
Wow.
But
that's unfortunate.
That's high end. That's some good. You can get good high end stuff like.
Well, you can get literally anything that you need alcoholic wise at Benny's. Yeah. Like they have it all. Like their commercial, I think they say if it's not at Benny's, it's not worth drinking.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's seriously, it's true.
Yeah, or it's moonshine. Like it literally doesn't exist outside of like the fucking back.
It's nuts. My wife went on holiday to Poland for 2 weeks and she sent me a picture of some golden ale Polish random beer that she had at some place, and she was like, I am absolutely in love with this. And I drove to my local Benny's, sure as fucking shit, they had it. Well, it's just like one of those places where it's like, does it exist? Then it's going to be there.
And from what I understand, Benny, he does travel around. He's a little older, and whatnot, but like. His whiskey guy, like he has whiskey guys, tequila guys that just travel around the world trying the best stuff so they can get it into their own spot first. And like
that's fun.
And so they have individuals who imagine that your job is I'm the whiskey guy for Benny's, and you just go around and like, let me just see if it's worth getting into Benny's. Like that's gotta be a fucking job, man. That's a
life, man.
That is a
cool.
dream. I don't care like I could be 45 livers given out because that's my job and that's my whole life. Like, no woman will ever touch me because I'm fucking all cirrhosis stuff. Like, I don't give a shit. That's my life. Fuck it. That's my life, man. I'm fucking
It's
good.
the trade-off, man. It's the trade-off.
Yeah. Be like,
hey, you're cutting off the worst end years. That's all you're doing.
What are you gonna be like? Oh yeah, so I can I really wish I could live longer so I could shit myself. No, I'm just crunching that.
What do those young kids say? Hashtag YOLO.
Shut up, old man. I'm too busy drinking this motherfucking gin and juice, bitch.
Gin and juice. I like that you went to gin and juice.
That's how old I am. That's what I think young people talk like.
Yeah.
Young people talk like the 50-year-old fucking rap star now. Yeah.
That reminds me, there was, are you familiar with Brian Posehn?
Of course I am, yes.
Okay, he has a routine where he makes a reference to a handsome man, and he uses Ethan Hawke as the example, and he gets like silence from the audience, and he's like, "Did I just date myself? Am I in the like? Is the wrong generation in the room with me right now?
Like, who the fuck is Ethan Hawke?"
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, because the one I use is Ryan Gosling as sexy guy, and I feel like I'm getting close to dating myself. Like, he's going to be the grandpa, and I'd be like, what are you talking about,
What are you talking about, you damn kid?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, see?
Hey, get out of here. Get off my goddamn lawn.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, I'm older, but it's in backwards.
Yeah, but also I'm the young kid talking like this, see? Because that's the way...
Transatlanticism came back in the 2080s.
that's the way things happen, It's all circular and shit, Yeah.
It's a cyclical world, baby.
That's right. Cyclical's the word I was thinking of, not circular.
Well, really, it's the same thing. I mean, they're both going the same direction. So, I mean, you got the flow, right?
Yeah, except for that we live on a flat earth.
Oh, God.
Have you thought about that?
Oh no!
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not even. Oh my God!
Here's the thing. There's only two ways this could end. I find out you're a flat earther, and this is terrible. Or we just argue about how stupid flat earthers are. It's none of those are like we're not gonna.
I am a globe believer.
Yeah, you're a glober.
I believe in the power and research of science.
You like the science? You're a sciencer.
Yes. What's the word for? There's a word for where you're like you're not atheist, you're not agnostic, but like you have like a belief in like science, but you're also like I don't know, maybe. It's like somewhere in between, like believing in agnosticism and scientism.
I don't like labels.
Yeah, I want to be me.
Why do we have to put labels on everything? Why can't we just be like a little bit scientific and let's just have fun for now?
I feel like every time I go in the room, I'm either labeled, you are a flat earther, or you are a glober, or you are a believer, or you're a non-believer, and stop just calling me things and let me be me.
Like, maybe I just like to look at science and get groped by Neil deGrasse Tyson and just like have a good time at astronomy conferences. Is that too bad? That's right.
No. And from listening to your show, I think our religious, political, and other varied stances on life are very much parallel.
Yeah, so we don't have to go into flat Earth or anything. And I can actually go into the next.
No.
I'll go into the next question, I guess. This is a Scott question here. If the purge happened today, what would you purge and how?
Ooh, I love that. Ooh. Now the purge it only lasts for 12 hours, right?
24 hours, right? An entire day.
It's 24?
I think it's a whole 24-hour period. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
I know the whole concept behind the series, but I've only seen I think half of the first. So I'm fuzzy on the details.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen any of the show. I've seen the first 3 movies, 3 movies.
Okay. Is it a worldwide thing that goes into effect?
It is 12 hours. You're right. It is 12 hours, yes.
Okay, so it's only 12 hours.
In the morning. It starts at like sundown, boom, sun up, you're good. So
Okay.
And pretty much every crime is legal, including murder. There are a couple of like carve outs, exceptions, which are like include some politicians and certain things like that. Otherwise, people just let you fucking go wild. So,
U.S. only, or is this global?
Let's say global.
Because I have to factor in how long a plane ride would eat up out of those 12 hours.
Yeah, because you're talking like, well, and that's the thing, it's like a 12-hour period.
Yeah, if I wanted to like kill somebody in Australia, I might not be able to make that work.
Like daytime in the winter, where it's like nighttime in the summer in Vermont. Like, it's weird. Yeah, it'd be a different type of kill scenario there. But yeah, if you're just your whole thing is like going to Thailand and fucking 13 hours later you're in Thailand and they're like, no, purge is over, dude. You know?
Let's see.
Assuming it all starts at the same exact time, boom, not like 6 p.m. and then it rolls. Otherwise, you could actually roll across the entire globe having a 24-hour purge by just like stretching around the globe. So, all
right, I got an idea, and I have a way to simplify it and keep it domestic.
Really, it's like, what do you hate enough to kill? Like, is really it. But
okay, for my purge, if it was
steal a bunch of shoes from an unnamed.
No. Let's see. I'm just going top of my head. I don't have a seething daily vendetta against him.
This is a Scott thing, so I'll pretend he's asking me the question. And I'll go too, so like we're not both on the spot here.
I don't really. I try and stay out of like politics and like. I'm a multimedia and pop culture guy, and like I stay informed to a certain degree, but I intentionally keep myself withdrawn just because I am so busy with my own work and my own free time. It's just we're in such.
It's really important to do that because like you just need to like extract yourself just enough to not feel the hate all the time.
Yes,
like, to get sucked into the hate machine just fucking ruins your life.
We're in such a culture of discourse, and like even between like family dinners, just talking political stuff and like. So like I try and just like I don't post about it, I don't talk about it. But
like that's why like we were talking about like we liked our social media outlets as being more creatively driven. Like this is what I've been doing. Hey, boom.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I'll occasionally post up a joke or something.
Yeah, of course.
But 95% of it, I use it as a portfolio. Yeah, but
I really do. Know what Trump is doing today? Like, of course we do.
There's no point.
I'm just trying to start a conversation. Yeah. No, you're not. There's no debating and arguing.
There's no winning either. And like,
and you don't want to win. You want to pat yourself on the back and be like, I'm doing the right thing because I'm helping the world. Fuck you. You're not.
I understand protests and activism, but idly talking about it online or idly talking about it in a room or in a bar or at a dinner table,
at the dinner table,
pointless.
It's
fucking pointless.
Like at a family dinner table, you go home and you're like, we know we have so much of life in common. And we're going to ruin it all by 2 or 3 tiny little things that we know we disagree about. It's ridiculous. Well, like, let's just put those things aside. People are like, that's cowardly. You got to like discuss it. It's not a discussion. Yeah. You're just ruining Thanksgiving by bringing up this fucking 3 things that like everybody's gonna hate. Nobody's gonna change their mind. Shut the fuck up and let's just talk about the things we like. You know what? Let's play Cards Against Humanity and fucking laugh about the same stupid shit that we always do, that we did since we were kids. Fucking let's do that.
Like there is a severely Republican sector of part of my family, and they are very, 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 very vocal about it at all times.
Yeah.
They're loud and proud supporters kind of thing, and it gets brought up, and I keep quiet. And I've had comments made to me.
It's hard. It hurts a little bit. Like
of course it hurts, but it's just like I don't engage because there's no point. But I've had comments made because I've stayed silent. I've been called a liberal snowflake.
Yes,
and they're like, oh, you won't even chime in. Coward. You're that much of a liberal snowflake, and it's like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
I don't
maybe
even.
I'm just intelligent, and I realize this literally is just a waste of all of our fucking time right now. Like maybe we should actually focus on the things we all agree with, which is like 90% of things. Instead, you're going to focus on the 10% that we fucking hate each other over. Fuck you.
This is what I've always said. I don't identify as a Republican. I don't identify as a Democrat. I don't identify as any party whatsoever. Here's what I think.
I don't like labels.
This is what I think. I know shit about domestic policy, trade policy, all of that kind of stuff. It's way over my head. I'm a media guy. I don't know that stuff, and I'm okay with not knowing it. Here's what I know. I like gay people. I'm cool with minorities. I like women, and I'm cool with social rights.
Equality's good, that's good.
I want fair wages, and I want a fair healthcare system, whatever the fuck that means, however they figure
whoever
that
is sitting to my right, who, regardless of what they believe and what they look like, can just totally actually really have the same exact lot in life that I do as a white male.
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice to think that.
Like my just views on life and like that kind of stuff in general are like, no, I don't label me once again.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't even really pay attention
like, require
to it.
labels because people like honestly I would love it if there were no like party affiliations next to anybody's name. You actually had to go in and read what they believed in and what they wanted to vote for and stuff like that. It'd be like, I will actually read it and I will say, oh, you know what, I do believe in increasing education funding, so I'll vote for this guy. Oh, I believe in all this guy, because I think it would be a totally different landscape if we did that.
Don't get me wrong, but I still vote, and I will still like do my research for the candidates, and I will still do midterms, and I still do full terms.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I'm not trying to say like I'm a complete political.
As you can hear from that very smooth, very subtle fade out, Kyle and I decided to talk for a lot longer than our general allotted podcast time. Not that I would normally cut things off if, say we went for an extra few minutes, but I believe we went for another solid 45 minutes plus at that point. So if you actually want to hear the rest of that wonderful interview, you can actually head over to you can actually head over to patreon.com/lostathome, where we will be putting the entire thing up uncut, unedited, unadulterated in the next, some number of days or weeks or something along those lines. And we got a bunch of extra content in there as well. But if you do want to hear some more of Kyle in the more immediate, I'm actually going to be ending this podcast on one of his band's tune. This is going to be hearing from Midwave, who we've actually played on this show quite a bit. I may have actually already played this tune because it's my favorite track, called Emergency, featuring the Part-Timers from their new album Guest Service, came out in 2018, which you can find on midwave.bandcamp.com, or check it out on Spotify, or just do some Googling, and I'm sure you can find the good old band Midwave, which is Kyle Brauch's little baby. Hope you enjoy.
Just propaganda, they sing about you and I must skip the stanza where we don't see eye to eye. And so I'm home alone and I feel you creeping in. Got a sound outside my window, I need to run.
I called 911 and they just laughed at me. They told me that this wasn't an emergency. This is not the way that it's supposed to be. My life should not resemble that of mystery.
Now I gotta run and hide, kiss and tell with a lonely phantom. I'm haunting deep inside. No blood, just keen attention. You aim to hypnotize. The thing you failed to mention, I had to improvise.
I called 911 and they just laughed at me. They told me that this wasn't an emergency. This is not the way that it's supposed to be. My life should not resemble that of mystery. So I'm running away. And so I'm